We had an accident. Um, I think it's fixable. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm looking through, trying to fix things, but I started the draft games. We had a fun game one. Did not hit record. We saw the winning screen there, though. I hit record now, so we'll have to believe that I actually won that game. Even though I have the end screen, I have proof of it. I just didn't record any of the gameplay. That sucks. I hit the button, but I guess I double clicked and it just started recording, stopped recording. Keep. I didn't notice. I didn't look over. Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense. Get down our second Blackland. We'll get our mutant surveyors going. They're actually quite good. I learned that last game. Which now, when I talk about previous games, it doesn't sound like I'm crazy. It just sounds like I'm telling you about things that you guys didn't see because I didn't record, right? Um, yep, he's quite good. Didn't get to play with that guy. Didn't get to play with that. Although I had it in my pocket just in case bad things happened. Uh, Opponent. I think they have a pump spell and they're going to pump, but they're worried that the pump's not going to be enough. Don't trade that off for nothing, opponent. You already wasted a spell. That was maybe too nice, but our previous opponent was a was fairly nice too. So I think we have to move a bit of karma forward. Now you can't let me get to max, opponent. I'll be making tutus. You probably have a removal spell. Most decks have at least one removal spell. No block. Uh, with the team. And I guess we just maximize creatures for blocking. Oh. Offer some trades. Oh, well, that's sad. A little bit of that. GG. Rough. I don't know. I've been thinking about how draft videos might change in the future. Mainly because our recent drafts have been really, really long. And I want to cut down on the size. But then we have drafts like this one where we are on game three, basically. We're at 4 minutes in. And it's probably going to be a pretty quick one. I say that. No jinxes, please. But I think the point still stands that, like, getting 7 games in can take an hour and an hour and a half, right? And if there's a way to cut that down even more than we already are, it would be nice. But the best way to do it would be to turn it into like one of our old series where we were doing commentary over footage, and that takes a good bit of time. Uh, and the draft video is supposed to be like a one and done break for a day and a half. So if we take an extra 2 hours to get it done, is it not comparable to just building 2 additional brawl decks a week? I don't know. Something to think about. Have you met my 7-2 mono red opponent? I feel like mono red probably can deal with this. Maybe they can. They probably should be able to though. Yep, trade. Graveyard. The jankiest of Gravekeepers. Bang Druid Summoner. GG. Okay, what? Okay. Alright, we are back for game 4. 6 minutes in, we won 3 games. That's nearly half the games we need to complete the draft. But on the flip side to that, we also skipped a game, right? Like the first game we skipped, but even that wasn't very long. So you just double click, lands in your hand, and then go straight to the battlefield. What? What? When is that a feature? Am I just a doofus? Have I just been dragging the lands onto the battlefield this whole time? Watch. What? Okay. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Why is it like that? I don't get it. Yeah, the 2 mana 2/2 first striker immediately shut down our Call Scion plan. But we can win this in card advantage. Yeah, block there. If they pump it, they pump it. Not what I wanted to see, but better use there than on me. Get down another reach creature. Watch the trick be played again. Ouch. No, I just die. Uh, well, at least it wasn't the worst case scenario. All right. We are 3-1. We're on game 5. This hand is too risky to keep, too, I think. But I'm going to keep it anyways. Hey, look at that. We drew a 2-drop that we can cast. And a land. Really? We'll single that. Don't need it. Lying. Let's just get rid of that. I mean, better that one than a 2-2, right? A 1-3 or a 2-2. Rude. I mean, it does clear out some space for my speed demon. If I can ever get there. Hmm. I regret my choices immediately. Immediately, I regret my choices. Hold on, let me read you. Yeah, that one. 4 for 4. Not a bad trade. Next, I'm gonna play this beat demon, protect him, and then go from there. Our poor opponent's been mana screwed the whole game. I don't know if they're actually gonna be able to keep up with us or not. Wow. But next turn, our hand is basic. It's not a perfect storm. What? Rude. I have an extra 3 life sitting in my pocket. I need another black source so that I can play my speed demon and protect him. I have my dual land, but we've been really greened hard this deck, this game. Not even attacking. I'm gonna cash in for 3 because my life total actually means something. Unfortunately, 1 black land 1 time, please. I'm not gonna get the protection off, so I might as well. Might as well use it to protect my things. Start your engine. Get the vehicle out of the way. Vehicles can be really obnoxious in trying to close out that last few life points. Rude. Hmm. Man, we can't offer up the pilot for free. because the pilot will crew our menace machine, and our menace machine is an avenue to actually close out the game. We have two crew threes on the battlefield. They have removal for at least one on field. So depending on what they use their turn doing, right? If they don't remove both my creatures, I almost would have lost the game. Well, that's rough for me. Thank you, opponent. Go take some damage. No. Okay. Obnoxious, but doable. Library. Grab me one of them. And speed demon time. Draw 4, lose 4 life. Should be pretty game changing. Got me opponent. I knew he was going to die as soon as he came down, but we got max value out of him, which was nice. One of them. One of them. Draw a card. One of them. In the turn, don't throw away anything. We have a much better board state than our opponent. The problem is getting this last bit of damage through. If I get another risky shortcut, although I don't think I have a third one, I think I only had two. Swing it with the team. Some damage is getting through regardless. They have resources in hand. If we use their resources on this attack, we can play Speed Demon and our Zombie Maker in one turn. I don't know how aggressively they block our mutant, though. Like, our mutant kind of has to trade off for this to be a decent deal. All right, one of these. And Speed Demon, part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, we got the win. We just have to survive this combat. Our beetle deal 3 damage, gain 3 life. I think we generated enough blockers after that attack that it should be fine. So worst case, they remove Speed Demon. We take 3 there. If they have like a pump spell, 1 damage each opponent. Yikes. What are the chances they have 2 Speed Demon removals? Not high, right? Yep. You know, this guy, I don't know what plane he's from, but he has the Tarkir aesthetic really well. GG, we got there in the end. Alright, we are immediately back. You know, ever since I started doing these, I'll keep this. When I started doing these draft videos, I was a little bit wary in the back of my mind that I'd mess one up. And this is the first one I've actually done a little bit of a mess up on, which is always encouraging, right? Because we got this far without doing bad. I might have needed to keep that removal spell, but I also need something to cast next turn. Three, 3 for 3 should protect us from a 2/3. Should. They could pump spell him, in which case they use 1 card to get rid of one of my cards, so it's technically a trade-off, even though we lose board presence and they keep their creature, right? That we were trying to get rid of. Uh, the worst case scenario. Yeah, I should have kept it a removal spell. No block. It's the only thing I can do. Only thing I can do. It sucks. We might lose this one very quickly, and if we do, we'll go on to something else. Sure. Vehicle to crew. Instant speed 1/1 opponent. You got another trick up your sleeves? No, okay. Well, that's good for me. A 2/3. Unfortunately, all I got. Like, if we can get back into this game, we might be okay. Problem is getting back into it. They are padding their life total so tall. Okay. Finally a land. There we go. We just got to take another attack next turn. Block there. So we semi-stabilized by playing this. It's going to be rougher for our opponent to attack through. And with any luck, we'll just barrel into it. That's bad. But they're going to just pass. As I suspected. Um, Crew. I think we're going to back on tracks as much as possible to actually stay in this game. If we don't, our opponent just begins slamming into us, and there's no stopping it at that point. Okay. We actually got the free attack in. Risen Necrogent will give us some additional blockers. I feel like we've lost this one. Opponent's life total is high enough that it doesn't really matter what we do. And ours is low enough that a minor misalignment will screw us completely over. I remember when Thopters were 0-2s. Aetherdirft, what happened to those days? Why are the Thopters attacking? They used to be such peaceful things. No attack again. Our opponent is maddeningly cautious. I'm not very fond of, personally. Kill it, please. I need it to die. Well, if you're just gonna do that, opponent, I won't even bother. No attack. Deterrent successfully deterred. Yeah, they gotta start trying to kill me, I think. Because I am starting to look scary. Although doing this in green is not recommended. We could have something that makes our swing lethal. Like, that is possible. Not gonna scare me off this time, opponent. I'm probably just gonna back on track. Hmm. We are dead. We got a little bit further than I thought we would, though. And I realized I put my removal spell in the bin. I would have been a little bit safer, but no. Go on, opponent. GG. All right. We are at 4 wins, 2 losses. We are in sudden death. Let's see our opening hand. Leaks. It's got a 4-drop, and I can cycle the Chit and Gravestalker. I'm gonna keep it just because it's a hand with lands and mana, and that's kind of what the deck's about. We don't have lands and spells. We do die. I'm actually gonna get rid of the Death Toucher just so that no shenanigans happen. Shenanigans are kind of the one of the banes of our deck. So we gotta keep that kind of thing in check. 6 mana, 2 damage. I mean, in a pinch, I guess, but so if we block, they just pump. I think that's where they're at. Okay. They're hoping it catches the Leoton, I think, but I'm not gonna throw it away quite yet. It's got a good use to it, I think. Mainly as a debris beetle crewer, but crewing is better than nothing. Very cool sleeves. We converted back to the Wanderer sleeves. I'm gonna grab this. Actually get my speed going. Pass the turn. I'm mana screwed and they are not. So that is generally not how you want to get magic. To be fair, my board state lined up with theirs very well. It doesn't matter how many times you pump your surveyor. It's not gonna go over the beetle. And they can use a spell to give it deaths. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We didn't go for that plan. I had plans that my opponent could have gone for, but they didn't. Why? Okay. We've exchanged control, opponent. With that. Going in for 6. Yeah, the lifelink has to go. And we will back for more of the vehicle. Get our speed up to 3. We want to play our Risen on full speed. There's no guarantee it will survive survive on an empty board, right? The opponent knows it will be doing things, and then it starts doing those things. It's gonna be sad for us. Sure. Okay, our opponent has learned how vehicles work. Crew there. Swinging with the team. Do as much damage as I can. Sure. Begin making zombies. So they can gain death touch on attacks, but our life totals are so different at this point, I don't think it matters too much. Rude. No block. I'm still in the lead, I think. Yeah, next one I attack for lethal. Almost. Oh, well, actually. Well, actually. Well, actually, opponent. You die this turn. Trample is a mechanic that does things. We're going to guarantee 2 damage out of our beetle. And then 3 in the air that can't be blocked, so that's 5. And then they either block the zombie and then take 4 from the beetle additionally to the 2, or they block the beetle and take 2 additional damage, which totals up to 7. Hell of a top deck, but we won. Alright, we are back for what could be our final game. It took a long time to find a game, and it looks like we are playing a German Emerald player. Not where I want to be, honestly. Oh, I hate that card opponent. Maybe it could die for me. That'd be nice. I trusted that 1/3 once. It hurt me real bad. Now that 2/3. That's some fine stuff right there. We're gonna draw some cards. This one exhausts. Ooh, worm. I'm gonna get down the summoner, and I'm gonna get the 7/2 to deal with the worm. Nah, I don't want any of that heat opponent. Go ahead and take those life points. And it's probably better just to play our own worm. And not take some damage. We didn't have that option on turn 3, but on turn 5 we do. Speed Demon? Draw 2, lose 2. I want to get to max speed. Preferably soon. Yeah. I don't know if we can exhaust during attacks. We're about to find out. This is good bad. This is real bad. We are dead. I was greedy. Okay. I'm gonna lose my opponent's 0-8. That sucks. If we could have gotten a trade there, we might have been fine, but as it stands, we're not fine. We're very far from fine. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, this, maybe? Now it has Death Touch, so it's gonna kill. No, it doesn't. Never mind. You don't give Death Touch. What are we saying? Oh, look at all those cards, though. Look at all those cards. My opponent could never have that many cards. We killed ourselves. That's sad. One block there. One block there. That's all she wrote, unfortunately. Yeah, do the over, opponent. I can read the room. Well, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time. Bye for now.